Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. Make yourself comfortable.
Okay.
Please.
Right, thank you.
Okay. So, Mr. Arshir, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, before we start, do you want, some minutes, some time before to sit comfortable before we start our session?
Okay, sure.
Do you want some water?
Yeah.
Okay. So, here, take this water.
Alright.
Please drink first before we start our session. It will be a very short session, trust me.
Alright. I think I'm okay.
You feel okay right now?
Yes.
You think you can start our session?
Yes.
I see. So, before we going further into our session, can you tell me more about yourself?
Okay, so I'm Arshid
Mhm.
and currently I'm studying in UIA
Mm-hmm.
and I'm taking TESOL under Kuliah Verification,
Okay.
and I'm from Kuching, Sarawak,
Mm-hmm.
and at home my family,
Mhm.
my parents, and also I have 4 siblings,
Mm-hmm.
4 sisters,
Four sisters.
and I am the youngest among my siblings,
I see.
and I am the only male
Darling me.
in my siblings.
I see. So, you are from Kuching, Sarawak.
Yes.
You are studying in TESOL, right?
Yeah.
In TESOL. And you are the youngest out of 5 siblings.
Yes.
And you are the only male between
Yeah.
your siblings.
Yes.
I see. And your parents, can you tell me how old they are again?
They are 61 years old.
60 years old, so I'm pretty old, right?
Yes.
I see. Okay. Anything you want to add more about yourself?
Okay. So all of my sisters, they are already married and they live far from Kuching. 2 of them live in Semenanjung and 2 of them live at Bintulu, Sarawak, which is quite far from Kuching, very far from Kuching.
I see.
So we are very far apart right now.
I see. So, at your home,
Mhm.
only your parents lah.
Yes, most of the time, unless my sisters come back.
I see.
But when my sisters come back,
Mhm.
they still have their own family, right? So usually they spend more time with their families than me. So actually the problem that I'm facing right now is actually loneliness in my family.
Loneliness.
Yes.
So when you talk about loneliness, do you talk about loneliness in general when you are in UIA, university, or maybe only when you are with your family?
It usually, most of the time it happens at home with my family. But in university, I have friends of the same age.
Same age.
And then I usually join programs to avoid feeling lonely. But at home, I don't know what else can I do to prevent myself from feeling this loneliness.
I see. So, can you tell me what you do when you are feeling this feeling of loneliness?
Usually, when I'm feeling lonely, I usually just do my hobbies.
Hobbies.
Yeah.
So, what is your hobbies?
So I have several hobbies.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one is cooking.
Cooking.
Yes, cooking. And then second one is listening to music. And then the third one is playing games, mobile games.
So when you are cooking, do you do it yourself or you do it with your parents, with your mom, for example?
Usually my parents, they only prepare the food, like they prepare the chicken and all that, and then they leave the rest for me to cook. So after they prepare the chicken or anything, after they prepare the meat, they leave it all to me to cook
So you are the only one to cook
at home.
at home?
Sometimes my mom cook, and sometimes I cook because my mom usually cook local dishes, and
Mhm.
I usually cook Western dishes.
I see.
So like, but when my mom cook at kitchen,
Mm-hmm.
I rarely help her because she cook the way she cook is different from me. So I might uh, disrupt her cooking.
Mm.
Instead of helping, I might make her feel uncomfortable because I do my cooking a different way than her.
Mm.
So that means when I cook, I still feel lonely.
I see. So let me get this straight. So when you are only feeling lonely when you are with your family, not in here, right?
No.
Yeah, yeah. So when you are feeling lonely with your family, you tend to do your hobbies such as cooking, listening to music, and also playing games, right?
Yes.
I see. So in terms of cooking, you are feeling quite, distant from your mother because she focus more on the local dish while you focus more on the Western dish.
Yes.
I see. So when you are cooking, when you are cooking together with your mom, you tend to, you tend to not disturb your mother because you think that if you help her cooking, she will, feel that you are distracting her.
Yes.
I see. Okay. Huh. Do you ever talk about this feeling of loneliness with your family?
No, because my family, um, they are they are old. My parents are both 61 years old, so it's hard for them to understand me because of the generational gap,
Mm-hmm.
and because of that, if I talk to them,
Mm-hmm.
they might not relate, and they just give maybe um, unreasonable solution that might not be effective
Mm.
because they cannot relate to what I experience.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I ever talk about my feelings to them, but then it it just end up being just like that. Nothing really much. Nothing much have changed. Like their suggestion, their um, their suggestion is not like effective for me. So that like because of that, I prefer to not talk much about my feelings to them because they cannot relate.
So you are feeling frustrated because you think your parents cannot connect with your experience, with your feelings.
Yes, because I am a teenager. Because a teenager they like to explore the world, right?
Mhm.
But then my parents are old. They have so much experience already exploring the world. So then like I want to experience the world, explore the world with them, like just going out with them and all that. But then uh, they have done that when they are younger. So that like when they are old, they prefer to stay at home and just chill at home. But I know their definition of fun is very different from me because my kind of fun is like going out, just maybe trying a new restaurant, maybe going places like we've never go before.
So
Yeah.
activities that require much energy, right?
Yes, but for them, their kind of fun is just chilling at home. So because their fun is chilling at home, and then when I am at home, I feel very bored bored and lonely because they cannot because I cannot explore the world. It feels like I'm trapped and lonely at home. And then when I talk to them, sometimes it's okay, but then I still feel lonely because they cannot relate to my hobbies and all that. For example, when I talk about my hobbies, like when I talk about my favorite music, they cannot relate because their music is very different from me. So it's like I feel like I need someone from the same age as me to be able to connect.
I see. So, do you have any plans to connect with your family?
I think it is hard for me to do so because if I get older, they also get older. So it's like the generational gap. It cannot be changed. So like I ever think about this, and the only way that I can solve this problem, I think, is just marriage. Because if marriage, at least I have my future wife to talk about the same things with me. So I won't feel lonely. And if I have my own family later on, I have children too. But for now, I'm feeling very lonely, and there's nothing to solve the feeling for the time being.
Okay. So let me summarize what we talked so far. Okay. So you are the youngest of your family. All your siblings already married. So when they are married, they all have their own family, and they all live far away from home, right? So
Yes.
in your home right now, only your parents.
Yes.
So every time you went back home, especially during semester break, you will be with your parents most of the time, right?
Yes.
So when you are at home, you are feeling bored.
Yes.
Because you think that your parents cannot really relate with what you want to do.
Yes.
So that's why you tend to do your hobbies such as cooking, playing games, and listening to music.
Yes.
Even when you want to connect with them, you think that they still cannot, relate with you because the generational gap, right?
Yes.
I see. So right now you think that this problem will occur until you marry, until your future marriage.
Yes.
So when you are with your future wife, you think that if you are with your future wife, this problem of loneliness will be gone because you can do much of the stuff you want to do with your family with your wife, right?
Yes.
I see. Okay. Anything you want to add more?
I don't think so. I think this one.
Yes. So you don't plan to, even though you think that this generational gap will occur, will never disappear, you doesn't have any plan to, connect with them?
No, because it's very hard for them to understand. So the best that I can do is just to vent out to someone else. But I have nobody to vent out to because even though I have friends here, our friendship is not like it's not like deep talking and all that. Our friendship is more like just for assignments and just maybe they are here just to prevent me from being lonely. But most of them they don't talk to me about something deeper like the feelings and all that. It doesn't touch the emotion.
I see. I understand. Even with your siblings, you also don't talk much about this, right?
Yes, because I don't think they have time to attend me because they have their own family.
I see. So, do you feel better now that you went to me?
Yes, I'm feeling better because I'm feeling very relieved right now because like a lot of things in I feel like I've let out a lot of things in my head, so right now it feels way lighter than before.
I see. Then, do you think you will need follow-up session after this, or do you want to stop here?
I think I will need some follow-up session because I don't think I will be okay very quickly. I still need time for suggestion and attending counseling. Yeah.
I see. Then I think you can talk to me anytime. Just call me.
Alright.
And if you make an appointment with me, I will be sure to attend to you every time, each time I can get free time.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's all for this session. Anything you want to add?
No.
No. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Ashir.
Thank you.
I hope you have a good day, a good night. Goodbye.
Okay. Thank you.